These Foolish Things. Urban fiction author Kennedy Brown. Cree. Character introduction. Cree is the drama queen with the heart you kinda root for, even when she's tripping over her own schemes. She talks in shades of shade and sarcasm, and she wears a self-imposed do not disturb sign that reads, "I'm good until I'm not." Humorous synopsis. Cree swears she's through with Shelt, only to stage a masterclass in social manipulation to keep everyone off her back. Her plan to join the baby mama club backfires when Shelt's 10 kids and counting rep becomes a cautionary tale she didn't see coming. Chaos ensues, laughter erupts, and Cree reminds us that sometimes the best way to dodge a meltdown is to drum up bigger drama, preferably with a laugh track. Shelt. Character introduction. Shelt is the older, silver-tongued trickster who can talk his way into trouble and out of consequences, until his own mess reminds him he's not invisible after all. He's got swagger, stories, and a habit of turning life into a high-stakes chess game. Humorous synopsis. With more lies than Josh McBroom and more baby mamas than a reality show finale, Shelt discovers that trying to upgrade Cree's life only upgrades chaos. He's chasing respect he doesn't earn and dodging the hell his past keeps throwing at him, all while pretending his next move isn't just a bet against a very loud universe. Shanda. Character introduction. Shanda is the steady heartbeat of the crew, the loyal friend who knows when to speak and when to keep a secret tighter than a password. She's the backbone who won't let the bond fray, even when it feels threadbare. Humorous synopsis. Shanda is juggling a secret, that John Booker might be her father, while trying not to rock the Siji Shanda bond. Her friendship with Suarez feels like Big Brother energy at first glance, until his glow-up brings a new swagger and a car that screams, "Check the bank account." And unbeknownst to Shanda, Suarez is spending time and conning money off Shanda's promiscuous mother, Siji. Keeping a lid on everything is a full-time sport, and Shanda plays to win, with a sly wink and a side-eye for good measure. Siji. Character introduction. Siji is a headstrong, perceptive daughter carrying a mystery that won't quit. She's the kind of loyal friend who'll ask tough questions and demand honest answers, even when the truth stings. Humorous synopsis. Siji is navigating a father's unsolved death and a mom who's always under pressure. With John Booker's shadow lingering, she's more determined than ever to uncover the truth, just as life keeps tossing her curveballs and a suspect who keeps changing masks. One more secret could break her, but it might also be the key to finally putting the pieces together. TeaCake. Character introduction. TeaCake is the flamboyant young man who lights up any room with style, swagger, and a mouth that's half sparkle, half truth serum. Loyal to a fault, he's the showstopper who makes chaos look like a party. Humorous synopsis. TeaCake adds flavor to every scene, turning tense moments into a stand-up routine with punchlines that hit harder than reality. When the crew needs a distraction, he's the human hurricane who somehow makes chaos feel like a party, and you're never sure whether to join or to grab a chair and watch the fireworks. Carnegie. Character introduction. Carnegie is the Ghetto Fabulous elder who's seen it all and tells 3 versions of the same story just to prove a point. She's wisdom with a wink, a mentor who's part consular, part living meme. Humorous synopsis. Carnegie dishes blunt truths with a smile, guiding the younger crew through the minefield of lessons learned the hard way. She's a loud, stylish anchor who insists that some problems are best solved with a bigger laugh and a solid backup plan. Siji. Character introduction. Siji is the seasoned, sharper-than-steel matriarch who knows how to hold all the cards and bluff with a smile. She's the queen of calculated moves and unapologetic presence, Shanda's mother and a master of the long game. Humorous synopsis. Siji plays the money game with veteran precision, throwing curveballs at anyone who underestimates her. She's not just the purse string holder, she's the DJ for the room, orchestrating plot twists and leaving everyone else arguing about who's really in charge. Suarez. Character introduction. Suarez is the ambitious young man on the verge of a swagger upgrade. He's hungry, a touch naive, and trying to play big league chess with a rookie's finesse. Humorous synopsis. Suarez's newfound swagger draws the wrong kind of attention and the right kind of watchful eyes. He may be spending money like a genius, but the real education comes when the pockets don't match the wisdom, and someone with a steadier hand gently guides him toward smarter bets. These Foolish Things. By urban fiction author Kennedy Brown. You met Shanda, Cree, Siji, and their crazy-ass friend TeaCake and Ghetto Fabulous older friend Carnegie. But in case you haven't read, that's all I need to know. Let me give you a reminder, so you will realize just how crazy life, love, and friendships can be, especially when there are hidden secrets behind the laughter and vulnerable hearts. This time around, Cree vows that she is through with Shelt, who has more lies than Josh McBroom and more children than Sesame Street, and more baby mamas than Nick Cannon.However, it's just a lie to get Siji, Shanda, TeaCake, and Carnegie off her back. But in truth, despite the waning interest, the much older Shelt, Cree has decided to try and join his baby mama club. Only she confuses Shelt with the idiot that he has never been, and as if her reputation isn't already tarnished, Shelt threatens to make her life all kinds of hell, but not as much hell as bottom baby mama threatens to unleash upon her if she doesn't stay away from Shelt, as if Cree is Shelt's only problem. Shanda is still dealing with keeping the secret from Siji that the late John Booker was her father also, but since they became best friends, Shanda doesn't want to chance losing their bond. Although everyone knew John was a womanizer, Shanda knows Siji saw her dad as perfect. Shanda's friendship with Suarez is still one of big brother/little sister nature, but Shanda sees a change in Suarez. A lifestyle he could never afford on his salary has her warning him about his newfound swag is getting him attention. For all the wrong reasons, but when she notices his car has been upgraded, she realizes he is now playing a gambling game with a much older and wiser, not to mention richer woman who holds all the cards, and is aware that Suarez may still be as wet behind the ears as a puppy, but he was still a dog, and is now unbeknownst to Shanda spending her money on Cece, Shanda's gold-digging mother. Siji is still bumping heads with her mother, just to mask the fact how much she misses her father, John, who was found dead in a motel 6 years ago. Although the murder remains unsolved, Siji knows he was cheating on her mother the night he was killed, but he didn't deserve that fate, not to mention she heard her mother and father yelling at each other hours before he left the house that fateful night. She remembers because the fact her dad was going out caused her parents to fight so intensely that her play auntie, Stacy, had left abruptly, but what Siji remembers most is her mom yelling at her dad, "Get out and don't come back." Drop dead. I could use the insurance money anyway. To Siji, her mom got exactly what she wanted. Siji knew her mom missed John and was heartbroken, going as far as to act a fool during his eulogy. Siji learned so much about her dad after his death, one more secret would break her. Carnegie has solidified herself as big sister to the 3 girls, but that doesn't necessarily mean a good influence. Being a security guard at a juvenile detention center, she sneaks weed out of the evidence locker and uses her ID to purchase the girls' alcohol. Her logic: she would rather them ask her than some Wachaganajavim dude. Her children are away for the summer with her husband Asante's parents. Carnegie has all the time in the world to kick back after work, until Asante goes to work on the night shift. Then she is off to live vicariously through her young friends. TeaCake is always down for whatever, as long as he gets home in time to babysit his nephew, Ammon, of whom TeaCake's parents have custody of due to his sister Jeslyn living her best life, which is anywhere her toddler's son isn't. Flashback. Cree. He thinks he's slick. Dogan and I had been sitting in the car laughing and clowning when his phone rang. It was his college roommate Drew. Drew is Shelt's nephew. Earlier when Dogan texted me, I wanted nothing to do with him when he asked if I wanted to chill, since I had been promising to hang out and seemed to never get the chance to. But what really got my attention was when he said he and Drew were staying at Shelt's as they had planned to do while Shelt drove down to Charleston with Bree and the kids, but somehow an argument with Bree over the side hoe, as he described. So why are y'all even over there if they are fighting? I asked, feeling glad all over. Nah, she went out of town, told his ass not to come. So since Drew and I were up the way, we ran into Shelt at Speedway. He told us we could get the key. He decided to hook up with OL girl. Dogan said, unknowingly gut punching me. So Drew is there alone? I asked. Yeah, for now at least. Shelt is not one to sleep where he fucks. Dogan laughed. Not surprised, he comes into the neighborhood from time to time visiting one of our neighbors, this guy named Travis. I said. Why, you think Drew and me are there at least one weekend a month? Man, Unc is a playa. Dogan laughed. Well, if you ask me, his baby mamas are the stupid ones, but the one he is with now is the dumbest of all. I hear he has that nice house and his baby mama loves in the projects. I mused. Projects my ass, she lives in a condo in Larkin Forest and Shelt pays for it all. She better not even think about smiling at another dude. At least not in that townhouse. Dogan laughed. Yeah. Smart girl. I scoffed. Nah. Smart guy, his baby mom's, and she is very high maintenance. Yet not one to respect. Who respects a woman who lets you do you? But she just sits like a damn fool and takes it. Money talks and bitches listen. He smirked. Whatever. So what's the plan? He hooking you and Drew onto some older chicks? I laughed. No, more like he picks what he likes when he comes to the campus from time to time to buy some smoke. He knows those yamps take one look at his vehicle and iced out jewelry. Dude be schooling and dumping after one hit. Dogan laughed. I felt damn good hearing that. Hell, Shelt and I have had much sex in the month we have been together. This solidified his feelings for me, although we were not public. At least he was more into me than I even thought or wanted to be. I didn't come over to talk about Shelt, his woman, or Drew. Because between me and you, on some real shit, this might be the last time I come out here with Drew. He sighed. That caught me off guard, but truth be told, I have always felt that Dogan was jealous of Drew. For real? Why is that? You transferring colleges next year? I asked. Nah, maybe just roommates. He spoke tersely. Well damn. Do he know you are having issues with him? I asked. The Greer citizen has issues. I am beginning to feel like he and I are about to have problems. He spat. He hooked Shelt up with this chick from campus. My ex as a matter of fact. But that's cool. I've been secretly talking to one of his girls and I am choose that bitch as my own. Sorry to hear that. But you should just let the past be the last. Has enough time passed that it still bothers you? How long ago was it? I asked, feeling heartsick. Nah. He hooked them up last weekend. Dogan grunted. I felt that sickness that you feel when you first found out there is no Santa Claus. Well, maybe this one will get a second chance. Maybe Shelt is out with her again. You know what? I want to ride over there with you. To show Drew that you have options other than the chick he hooked up with his uncle. Knowing how you feel about her. I said. I was born with larceny in my ass. Hell yeah. Plus Drew will be hating that I have a dime on my arm chilling and Netflixing. He grinned. Let's go. Just as long as you bring me back before daybreak. Don't want to hear Siji or Shanda's mouths. I said. I gotcha. Just don't be flirting with Drew. He said. I could give no damns about Drew. Or Dogan for that matter. I just wanted Shelt to come home and see me. Block that.